On a tripod, can we put it right up there? Huh?
Authorized press.
I should have thrown mine in the car. I don't even think. Oh.
Well.
Peace and greetings to all. I just want to thank everyone, along with welcoming everyone, for coming out here to attend and listen and hopefully to really share and engage in such an important topic, extremely important. And we're really honored and very excited to have our esteemed panelists up here to talk about the crisis of ISIS. I think the title is very nicely put, by the way. It goes really nicely, mashallah. So here I just want to introduce first our panelists, and then they'll each give us, share their thoughts, and then we'll open up to question and answer, inshallah, God willing. Okay, so to start off, first on my right, here we have Brother Salam al-Nariati, and I'd just like to give a brief introduction about him. Of course, all of his experience and his work really, we should talk a lot more about that, but maybe a brief bio. For the past 24 years, Brother Salam has had the opportunity to speak to his congregations at community-sponsored events, temples, synagogues, churches, high schools, and college campuses. He has written extensively on Islam, human rights, democracy, Middle East politics, the Balkan crisis, and trans-Caucasus conflict. So definitely, mashallah, he's very well versed. His articles and interviews have appeared on such prominent newspapers as the Wall Street Journal, the Los Angeles Times, the Christian Science Monitor, so on and so forth. He's also appeared on radio and TV talk shows as well, including the Dennis Miller Show, C-SPAN and NBC. He's also been deeply involved in several interfaith activities. He's also served as the co-chair of Interfaith Coalition to Heal Los Angeles, which formed as a result of the Los Angeles uprising in summer of '92. He also works as an advisor in several political, civic, and academic institutions seeking to understand the role of Islam and Muslims in America and throughout the world. Please, we have Brother Salam. And then on to his right, we have Dr. Muzammil Siddiqui. Mashallah, he is the religious director here at Imam at the Islamic Society of Orange County. Mashallah, his bio is quite extensive. We're just going to summarize it, of course. He graduated from the University of Medina in Saudi Arabia in 1965 with a degree in Arabic and Islamic Studies. He also received a degree, a master's in theology from Birmingham University in England and a PhD in comparative religion from Harvard. Mashallah, he served at many Islamic organizations, but to note, he served as the chairman of the Shura Council of Southern California, an organization representing the Islamic centers, masajid, and organizations in Southern California. And he's the chairman of the Fiqh Council of North America, and that is the Fiqh, Fiqh is the Islamic law for those who are not aware. And internationally, he's a member of the Supreme Islamic Council of Egypt and the Supreme Council of Mosques and Mecca. Mashallah, he has taught in several universities around the world, but currently he is a professor at the Chapman University. And to his right, we have Brother Hussein Ayush. And he has been a lifelong human rights activist who is passionate about promoting democratic societies in the US and worldwide. in which all people, including immigrants, workers, minorities, and the needy, enjoy freedom, justice, economic justice, respect, and equality. He took his current position as Executive Director of the Council on American Islamic Relations in California, Southern California, that is CARE, in 1998. He's also appeared on several local, national, and international media programs such as CNN, MSNBC, Al Jazeera, and NPR. He has been interviewed and has written regularly also for a number of national newspapers and local outlets such as the LA Times and the Orange County Register. He holds a degree in aerospace engineering, that's like my dad, inshallah, from the University of Texas. And finally, we have, finally, but not least, of course, we have Sheikha Muslima Kormal. She just joined us. She was born in North Carolina and raised in San Diego. In California, she received her bachelor's degree in the study of religion and a bachelor's in Middle Eastern Studies from the University of California, San Diego. She was a scholarship student with the Islamic American University and participated in the International Union of Muslim Scholars, the Future Scholars Program in 2008. She completed her bachelor's degree in the College of Sharia, that is a college of law, at Al-Azhar University in Cairo. She also completed 2 years of graduate work at the American University of Cairo in the area of Islamic Studies. And she has taught classes and spoken nationally and internationally on Islamic law, ethics, and in a variety of different settings, such as conferences and retreats. She's also the co-founder and scholar in residence of Safa Center for Research and Education. Please welcome all of our esteemed panelists. Once again, for those of you who are just joining us, we'd really like to thank you and welcome you to this program, because truly to be educated on such an important subject that's really disturbing Muslims and non-Muslims worldwide, it's very important for us to get some kind of bearing on this issue. So to start off, of course, we'd like to start with Dr. Muzammil Siddiqui, and he will educate us. Please welcome him. Thank you.
May peace and blessings of Allah be upon all of you. Very pleased that you are here this evening. We are living at a very difficult time. Just 2 days ago, the horrible incident happened in France, in Paris, and I want to read a statement that was issued by the Fiqh Council of North America. This is the Islamic Law Council of North America, I'm the chairman. And the statement says, the Fiqh Council of North America expresses its condolences to the families and friends of the victims of brutal killings in several locations in France from all faith groups. It strongly condemns these horrific and totally unjustifiable acts. Islam does not allow any individual or group to take the law in their own hands and kill any person or group on the ground of real or perceived grievances or even crimes. Islam affirms the sanctity of human life, as mentioned in the Quran 5:30-35 and 17:33, and requires due and fair process of law. The Council calls on Muslims everywhere to implement the Quranic command to coexist peacefully and justly with all other communities. Chapter 60, verses 8-9, to positively integrate in their societies without isolation or loss of their identities as Muslims. What all need is to promote the spirit of mutual respect of all faiths, convictions, and cultures. All stand to benefit from mutual decency and cooperation for the common good. The Council also calls on governments, media, and civil society to distinguish between the hateful words and actions of a small fringe of any major world religions in contrast to the authentic teachings of such faith groups. Random, irrational, and hateful words or acts of revenge, injustice, or discrimination on the basis of broad religious identification should be equally condemned, as they only aggravate what is already a serious challenge to peaceful coexistence, civility, and the rule of law. We pray for unity, harmony, and mutual understanding and respect all over the world. So this is the statement of the Fifth Council of North America. It explains clearly our position regarding what happened. So we are what Quran says and what the Prophet said is the time of fitna. Fitna is the trial, confusion. When people do not know what is right and what is wrong. When people say that they are doing things Islamic while they are totally un-Islamic. When they claim that they are Muslim but they may not be Muslims. So it is very important that we understand ourselves as Muslims, what Islam stands for, and also we explain to others, our neighbors, what is Islam. We have to distinguish between Islam as a faith and the phenomena that is called extremist ideology, violent ideology, which is using Islamic names, Islamic terms, but it is totally alien to Islam. ISIS stands for Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. That's what the word ISIS means. And in Arabic it is called Al-Dawla al-Islamiyya al-Iraq al-Sham. Or they say the abbreviation of that is Daesh. It is not Islamic, it is not a state. That's why some people call it organization of ISIS. Or organization of Islamic State. It's not Islamic State. It is an organization that takes the name Islamic State. And it is important to understand that what this organization is doing. So I'm going to talk about what our scholars have mentioned. On September 24, 126 Muslim scholars from all over the world, they issued a statement outlining in about 20 pages about what this organization is doing and why it is un-Islamic, why it is contrary to the teachings of Islam. So this whole statement is in Arabic and translated in good English with an executive summary. An executive summary has 24 points, and in these 24 points they have mentioned that what they are doing is not Islam. It is totally forbidden according to Islam. So it is important for us to understand that, so that we ourselves do not associate Islam with this group, but we have to understand that this group is kind of a cult that has emerged, and it is causing a lot of problems for Muslims as well as for non-Muslims who have been living there for centuries in Syria and Iraq. First thing is the statement says there are a number of points, but I will summarize because of the time is limited. First thing is that they have killed a lot of innocent people, Muslims and non-Muslims. And it is totally forbidden in Islam to kill any innocent person. The second thing is, it is forbidden in Islam to kill emissaries, ambassadors, diplomats, and journalists, and aid workers. And they have done all these crimes. So this is, because of this is not an Islamic group, it is totally against the teachings of Islam. They are using the word jihad. Jihad is a defensive war in Islam. It is not permissible without the right cause, the right purpose, and the right rules of conduct. And they have violated all of them. There is neither a right purpose nor the right cause, and nor the conduct is right. It is forbidden in Islam to declare people non-Muslims unless he or she openly declares disbelief. They have called many Muslims non-Muslims. And for small reasons. For example, in some places they went and asked people, how many rak'ah you have in Maghrib prayer? Somebody was hesitant, was not able to answer quickly, because they were frightened and all of these things. They said, you are not a Muslim, and they killed me. Simply because he was not able to give answer quickly about what this is. And this is a small thing they use to kill people. It is forbidden in Islam to harm or mistreat in any way people of other religions, such as Christians, Yazidis, or any other people of any other faith. And they have done that. They have harmed the people, Christian people who've been living there as churches, been there for centuries in that area, and Yazidis have been living for a long time, thousands of years in this area. They are also tortured and killed many of them. To reintroduce slavery is forbidden in Islam. Yes, slavery did exist, but by the consensus of all people, universally, it is abolished. And we have to abide by that consensus. So it is abolished by universal consensus, and Muslims have to live by that. Al-Muslimun ala shurutihim. It is forbidden in Islam to force people to convert. Converting somebody to become a Muslim, it is forbidden in Islam. Forcing somebody to accept Islam. It is forbidden in Islam to deny women their rights. They have done a lot of violations in this area. It is forbidden in Islam to deny children their rights. Actually, they have been forcing children to fight and to take weapons and mistreating them, and they are tying bombs to their bodies so they can go and explode in the area. It is forbidden in Islam to enact legal punishment without following the correct procedures that ensure justice and mercy. For somebody has found drinking wine, they kill the person. Somebody doing something else, they kill the person without investigating, without checking out, without following the proper procedures. It is forbidden in Islam to torture people. Torture in any kind is forbidden in Islam. It is forbidden in Islam to disfigure the dead. After killing, they have mutilated the body. And all of these things are available on the videos. They have been not only killing people, but they are making videos and showing it to the people, frightening the people. It is forbidden in Islam to attribute evil acts to God. And whatever they do, they say it is God has done that, not we. So that means they are attributing their evil to God. Exalted his name, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is forbidden in Islam to destroy the graves and shrines of prophets and companions. And there have been many saying that all is shirk and this all is forbidden in Islam. Armed insurrection is forbidden in Islam for any reason other than any clear disbelief by the ruler and not allow, who does not allow people to pray. It is also forbidden in Islam to declare a caliphate without consensus of all Muslims. So they call themselves the caliph and caliph of the world, and asking all people to have allegiance to him. Who appointed them as a caliph? Self-proclaimed, self-claimed, all these titles they've been using. And so all because of all these reasons and many others that are there, you can see that this cult, this organization is alien to Islam, is against the teachings of Islam, and it is one of the horrible things that happened. The Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, indicated that a time will come when people will do a lot of killing. And he said that yaksu fikum al-haraj. And they said, what is haraj, O Messenger of Allah? He said, al-qatl, al-qatl. The killing is going to increase in the community, among the people. And they said, what is that? What is that? They said, the murders and the murders. And this is what's happening by these kind of people. So it is very important that we understand that. It is very important to bring better understanding of Islam among ourselves and guide people so that we can live in peace and other people can live in peace. That is the message of Islam. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mazano, for clarifying so many misconceptions that are being really unfairly and really confusing a lot of people about ISIS, and that I love the two kind of negations that you just made that kind of just clarify it right from the very beginning. It's not Islamic and it is not a state. So ISIS, even in their self-proclaimed description, is faulty right off the bat. So I appreciate that. Next, we'd like to invite Brother Hussein Railush, representative of CARE, to come and speak to us about ISIS's tactics and how they're attracting